9-year-old Kareem needs hours of physiotherapy a week, painful but necessary, after he was shot by Israeli soldiers. His father, Shadi, showed us where the bullet entered his son's neck and left his body through his spine, leaving him paralysed from the waist down. This was the night Israelis shot Kareem, ambulance paramedics fighting to save him. 11 months on, his father says the video is still hard to watch.
The first time I saw this, I ran to the bathroom to cry. I couldn't bear it. I can't handle it. It's too much for me.
This picture was taken shortly after the shooting last December. When Israeli troops entered Kareem's village in the occupied West Bank, he'd been on the way to the shop, say his family. Then they opened fire. His grandfather, who carried the wounded Kareem to the ambulance, says the army had no reason to shoot him.
There was nothing going on then, no clashes, nothing. Kareem was just playing on the road. His mum had asked him to pick something up from the supermarket. Out of nowhere, the sound of gunfire and the voice of children screaming out that Kareem had been injured.
We went to Jenin to find a family mourning one of Israel's latest child victims. The parents of 14-year-old Ryan al-Sayed told us of their loss.
I miss him every hour. I haven't slept in 2 days. Every night I feel him. He comes home to me and says, "Mum, I'm here. Mum, I can see you." When I pray, I see him in front of me, smiling. Bless him.
Israelis say Ryan had been among a group of terrorists throwing explosives at soldiers and firing on them, claims rejected by eyewitnesses and his family. Ryan's uncle took us to the place where he was shot in October. Soldiers opened fire on the teenager, this man told us, from an armoured vehicle just 20 metres away. He fell to the ground, shot in the neck and chest. This video of him being carried away does not show anyone bearing weapons. These are the faces of the 170 children killed by Israel since October the 7th in the occupied West Bank, according to NGOs Save the Children and DCI Palestine. 70 of them were aged 15 or younger, 4 were below the age of 9. 135 were reportedly shot dead. The rest were killed by drone, warplane or artillery attacks. At least 1,400 more are thought to have been wounded by the Israeli military. In a statement, the Israel Defense Forces told Sky News Palestinian miners often participate in violent disturbances and hostile activities against security forces and Israeli citizens. In addition, terrorist organisations operate and embed themselves within the civilian population, using civilians as human shields. Every case in which a miner or civilian is killed is thoroughly investigated, says the IDF. Israelis say that includes the case of 14-year-old Ryan in Jenin, and the shooting that paralysed 9-year-old Kareem is still under investigation 11 months after it happened. His family wanted us to see this video of him in happier times, playing with his brother and sister, before the Israelis shot him and put him in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. One of hundreds of families across the West Bank whose lives have been shattered by Israelis shooting their children. Dominic Waghorn, Sky News in the West Bank.